I would like to announce that for the first time ever, WrestleMania will be held outside of the United States and Canada. In 2027, we are proud to announce that WrestleMania 43 will take place in Saudi Arabia as part of Riyadh season.
Truly surreal sight to behold. What a reality it is.
I was there when they realized Michael Jordan was the greatest basketball player on the planet. I was there. Those same folks, they realized he's the fastest man alive. I am here now in history when they realize Dominic Mysterio is the king of the luchadors.
Brock, I don't give a damn how many suplexes are in your city. I founded Suplex City and taken your best shot for over 20 years, and I'm still standing. Just like that guy's sign says, my jorts are stronger than your jeans. And Saturday, I'm ready for war, baby. You want some? Come get some.
Because you're right. I am erratic. Yeah, I've been known to make a rash decision. I'm a Puerto Rican from New Jersey. Sometimes I shank a chick.
In 3, 2, 1, clap.
Huh?
Benoit balls.
I still think Kevin Sullivan did it.
I'm Aubrey Edwards. I'm not a wrestler.
Tony's quick sniffs of the week.
No, just my dickhead friends causing concussions and shit. All right, never mind.
There's barbecue sauce. So good, half the face don't work.
With Hogan that close up on the fucking camera reminds me of my racist uncle. I know you ain't listening, but you know who you are, you fucking racist.
Uncle. Oh my God, for real? Don't tell me that's his name. Oh, no way. I was kidding. I swear to God. That was just the first thing that came to my head. That was the first thing.
Welcome to the Top of Wrestling with your hosts ODM and the Professor.
Good Wrestling Day. Welcome on back to the Top of Wrestling Podcast. I'm ODM, and he's a professor. Vice versa. Get it? That's today's top topic. I thought it was funny. But hey, welcome back, because this week we got news, results, bring it to the table. We are going to be preparing for a double pay-per-view this coming Saturday. And also, we're going to be reliving the Monday Night Wars Fall Brawl 2000. And, of course, as I already mentioned, top topic, Vice Versa. Great movie. Fred Savage, Judge Reinhold. I can't wait to break it down. 2 questions, ODM. Did you watch Vice Versa?
I did.
Nice. Second question. When you watched Fall Brawl, did it have Mean Gene flipping the fuck out in the back?
Oh, yeah.
Can't wait. I'm so excited. I was worried that maybe you didn't get to see that version. As soon as I saw it, I go, oh, I've been preparing for this more than the Judy Bagwell on a forklift match.
Yep. I popped when I saw it. It's the best thing that happened on that pay-per-view. We won't go too much. We won't go too much more into that until then. But all I got to say until then is JETS suck. Hit the music.
The Bills make me wanna shout. Kick your heels up and shout. Throw your hands up and shout. Throw your head back and shout. Come on now, the Bills are making it happen now. Stand up now, come on and shout. Yeah, 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 yeah. Let's go, Buffalo. Let's go, Buffalo. Let's go, Buffalo. Let's go, Buffalo. The Bills make me wanna shout. Make some noise, Buffalo Bills fans.
Just shove a couple cotton balls up there. I'll be fine. I'll go back in.
I was telling the boy, I was like, they're going to put a tampon up there. It'll be fine. And I come back. I went to go have a smoke. I come back in. He's like, yeah, they put a couple tampons in his nostril. I'm like, yeah, I fucking figured.
So mine was reversed. So we were watching it in the in-laws' house. They were gone.
No, just because your twat's bleeding doesn't mean you have a broken twat.
No. I ran out to the RV to go grab something.
Mm-hmm.
I come back and my wife goes, Josh Allen just got injured. I go, what the fuck?
Started freaking out.
Yeah, I was like, no, come on, man. But no, it was awesome. Good game. Good shit. Thursday night's another one.
Yeah, and it's the Dolphins, too. Can't wait to beat their ass. But, so on their social media, the Bills' social media is good. I'm guessing most, sports teams have decent social media presence, right? I do like the Bills, though, because what they'll do is they'll set up like a camera or a mini camera in the hallway. So when they get big dubs, right? They do big dubs all the time. I fucking love
the big dogs, right?
Yeah, and it always ends with Josh Allen, like, staring down the camera, thumbs up, go Bills. And that's how they end it all the time, right? This fucking time, he goes right up to the camera, he tilts his head back, he's looking at his nose, and he goes, go Bills.
I laughed at that so hard. I just saw it a little while ago.
It was awesome.
I thought it was hysterical. And the Kansas City Queefs are 0-2, so all is right in the world.
You suck.
All right, so we will go into wrestling. So we've all seen the news. It came out last Friday. I called this. Maybe it wasn't this season, so I won't put it into this season's callings, but I know I called. They're going to do a WrestleMania in Saudi Arabia. Yeah. At some point, it's going to happen. So they're going to get a 2-day event over there in 2027, which will be WrestleMania 43. There's already rumors of Rock versus Roman Reigns or versus Cody. I say just get it all done. Put it all in one. Make it a triple threat. You can hide Rock's inabilities.
Yeah.
But they're also looking to get the unretired in there. Austin is one of them. It's hysterical to me because I saw a great meme of just a bunch of matches that would happen, and one of them was Goldberg versus Bret Hart. And I was like, I kind of would be down.
It was like Triple H versus somebody like old.
Flair.
Ric Flair. Here's the thing. I know HBK is one of the unretired. He's slated for double knee replacement, so I'm guessing he won't be wrestling.
Let's hope not, because last match I saw of his with that.
The best part about that match is when they come back through Gorilla, and Shawn Michaels goes, "Missed it by that much."
My favorite part was when Kane's mask and hair came completely off. His whole head disappeared.
Man.
Oh, Jesus. But yeah, there's rumors of The Rock. I'm sure we might get Taker, HBK, at least for showing up.
Yeah.
It'll be a very early WrestleMania. I think these Saudi shows are usually, like 10, 12 o'clock, right?
Noon.
10 in the morning, 12
It'll
o'clock.
be noon, probably, something around there, 1 o'clock. Yeah, it'll be early. I love the press announcement, and all the wrestlers look like they're in a fucking hostage video. Isn't it ironic?
Except Liv Morgan looks
I know.
high as shit.
Well, yeah.
Wow. And I'm over here thinking of the terrorist video that Dennis does on It's Always Sunny.
Oh, good. He's going to get a gun. Let's all go get a gun.
You know who Saudi is probably going to ask for to wrestle on this show?
Oh, God, who?
The guy who just had a stroke last week at the age of 75. Jerry Lawler had another stroke. It's a second one. And, Saudi Arabia is going to be like, we got to relive some moments. Let's see if we can get him and Andy Kaufman back together in the ring.
Yeah, sure. Why not, right?
Did you see what Becky Lynch did at that concert to Rhea Ripley?
I did. I saw their photo shoot together first, which was hilarious. We've actually talked about the Terrifier movies recently.
Just recently. That's why it came up.
Yeah, I haven't seen them yet. I still definitely want to see them. But it's great. And the picture you have there is great because that's what Rhea Ripley looks like in my dreams. So,
minus the hatchet to the neck.
Well, that too. You know, it's literally like
that's it was a very cool live on stage moment where he punches Rhea Ripley and then proceeds to cut her in the neck and then throw her backwards. She sold it like a motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
It was at Something Kills is the
name
of the
Ice
band,
Nine Kills.
Like
it was for a horror fest. That's why she got to do the meet and greet with him, and they took some pictures together. So yeah, I mean, it's pretty fucking cool. Yeah, I mean, dude, you're already on top of the world, and fucking you get to do shit like this. And the cool thing is when they showed the photo shoot with her and Art the Clown, she looked like a fan. She legit looked like a fan.
She
that
was marking
just
out.
She wasn't like, hey, I'm a wrestler, so I get to meet you. She was a fan. It was cool to see, man.
Becky Lynch did a really good impression of Art the Clown. So
I think Art's nose looks better.
Art's too fat to be Becky Lynch.
Dress is the same.
That's fair. So WWE 2K25, they have 2 more DLC packs. One is coming out this week. I believe it's on Thursday. Wednesday. Today. Well, today's today. And this week we're getting the Attitude Era. The most uncared about package, I really feel like, to be honest with you. I'm like, I'm not going to use any of these people. Maybe one. It's the New Age Outlaws, which is kind of interesting that Billy Gunn is in AEW. However, Triple H is in charge, so his buddies can get what they need.
Mm-hmm.
Mark Henry and D'Lo Brown, all for that one.
Do we get paralyzed draws?
Oh my God. That's the video that just plays in the background over and over for when D'Lo comes out. He does things that draws can't. Like,
you better recognize.
And the last person is Victoria.
Hooray.
She's one I could see myself using, though, because I like Victoria.
Sure.
Or Tara, as she was in TNA. But the final release will be in November. This is the one that both of us are looking forward to. It's the Saturday Night's Main Event Pack, which will have Jesse the Body Ventura, Junkyard Dog, Mr. Wonderful Paul Orndorff, Sid Justice, which tells me it's not Psycho Sid. It's Sid Justice, probably the 1992 version.
Blue Trunks.
Exactly. And Tito Santana.
Hey.
Damn, I would have loved if he just put Martel in there
know, right?
Give me Strike Force, and even if not, give me him as a model. But he is one unsung hero in wrestling to me. I feel like he is. He doesn't get as much praise as he ever should, and most people probably only remember the model. But the dude was in the AWA facing Flair long before he ever made it over into WWF.
You talking about Martel?
Yes.
Yeah, 100%. Wasn't he in a tag? He was like in a tag team with like a couple guys that died back in like. Oh shit! Was it in World Class Championship Wrestling? Chris Adams and who's the other guy? Fuck. Anyway, they did Dark Sides of the Ring on him. No, he was definitely Tito Santana's in that same boat though. If you think about it, you know what I mean. It's easy to look back at him when you were a kid and say he was one of my favorites, because he certainly was. But at the same time, he doesn't really get talked a lot about. So I just find it interesting that we're talking about Paul Orndorff, because we're going to be talking about him later.
I know, in the wars. It is funny to me that, like, I think someone that really probably doesn't get as much praise anymore, but really should, and he's been a solid staple, very seldomly ever injured, Kofi Kingston. The other day, I just watched him doing just a regular interview with someone. I think it was maybe Chris Van Vliet. And I'm like, he's just always been solid. He makes everybody look good. He sells well.
Sure.
And his win-loss record is more losses, obviously, than wins, unless it's a tag team
right
championship thing with New Day. But either way, just kind of one of the thoughts that came to my head. However, one person I can't say is a solid worker and that people like and is underrated, it's Andrade El Idolo. Andrade El Nojabo. He is gone from WWE. There's reports that he's violated the wellness policy again.
Yeah, I see.
And that he did one in 2020. And then he took off in 2021, went over to AEW, had maybe a cup of coffee, I actually don't remember seeing him on TV ever. Maybe besides his debut. I really don't remember him in
his
AEW.
debut, and
That's
then
how
they
much he was
teased
there.
Yeah, and they teased the LIJ thing, and then never revisited it.
Yep. Which is funny because Roosh put out a tweet with the both of them and saying like he had like an hourglass on it, and I was like, I don't know if TK is going to take him back.
No, and at this point, doesn't matter. It's already been ruined. I don't even give a shit about it anymore. I'm on to the next thing.
Roosh is in Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
Let Andrade go there. Fuck it. My favorite thing of this whole thing, and I didn't put it into his claims of the week, but I read just a little while ago. This was actually a quote from Dave Meltzer. Yeah, I'm not really sure what's going on with Andrade. I'm not sure if it was a wellness thing or something else. Nobody's telling me. So why the fuck are you reporting anything?
Yeah, this is not the first time where you have quoted him in that vein, where he's like, well, it could be this or it could be that, but I don't know.
Right?
I can do that.
Exactly. We do. But it's funny, though, that he's like, nobody will tell me anything. Because no one fucking trusts you, man. No one likes you in that company. Everybody hates you in WWE.
Yep.
Oh, my God. So, TK's quick sniffs of the week. He apparently was upset, and there's a lot of higher-ups in AEW that are apparently upset that the wedding photos that we've all seen online from MJF getting married, a lot of photos have leaked online, because what you're seeing is a lot of faces and heels all getting pictures together. Darby with MJF and Sammy Guevara, things like that. Really? You're upset about it? You're the biggest fucking mark for every one of these guys that are there. And you were there, you moved a show just so you could go to this goddamn wedding and everybody could all be together. Now all of a sudden you're worried about kayfabe? Fuck off.
I think he's just... I think you nailed it. I think it's because he's a mark for himself. This is what my thought is. Because when we talked about it last week, I said, yeah, it's kind of weird to see all those heels and faces just hanging out, taking fucking pictures together. I'm like, well, wait a minute. They really don't have heels and faces. So
and then all of a sudden AEW's mad.
Well, I think when you hear the higher ups, it's probably the boys that are in leadership roles that are like, guys, Rey Mysterio still wears his mask when he's at a wedding and knows he's going to have his picture taken. Okay? You guys can't fucking do this. Like, you can take the
pictures.
Haven't
seen one photo of Dirty Dom and Ray outside of WWE together. They are keeping that deadbeat shit going.
Exactly, right? So somebody probably had to explain this to Tony, and he's now going to work it as an angle. I think that's all
guys,
this is.
It was like the greatest wedding of all time, guys.
Yeah.
I had so much cocaine in me.
I know,
I danced
right?
the whole fucking night.
Probably didn't have to pay for it either.
Thong song.
Oh, my God. I would love to see a coked up TK freaking out to hearing the thong song at a wedding. That might be the best thing ever. It would be the best. Just throwing coke up.
I like it when cocaine goes
What's
up
that
my
scene?
nose.
What's the scene from Departed where he's got the two chicks and he throws the cocaine on the bed? He's like, "Don't stop till you're numb."
TK says that to himself every night. He throws on the bed and goes, "And I'm not going to stop until I'm numb." Actually, it's more like, I'm not going to stop until I'm numb, everybody. And that's just before Dynamite starts. So, Uncle Dave's claims of the week. This one made me laugh. He was like, yeah, Raw's ratings were real low on 9/1. Which was Labor Day, by the way. It was dead on fucking Labor Day.
Yeah, I know, right? Football starting.
But the show still drew, live, 2.4 million people.
Oh,
for
darn.
a dude that loves to expand the bullshit of why the ratings are what they are in AEW.
Yep.
This is 10 times as many as that's watching Dynamite or Collision on a weekly basis. And he's over here going, well, it was low. On Labor Day, you still got 2.4 million people who are like, all right, you know what? I've had enough. I'm going to go watch a little bit of wrestling. I mean, that's still a lot.
Yeah. He's grasping at straws at this point. We're seeing AEW's numbers go down, especially in the key demo. which is another thing he likes to harp on. It's honestly the only reason we talk about the key demo is because Meltzer likes to harp on it so much. Really, I mean, do you think that we would be talking about the fucking key demo if it weren't for him?
I don't talk key demos. I never would give a shit about that kind of stuff.
Exactly.
Ratings and things like that.
Meanwhile,
the amount of people that are watching, I don't care. I know if I watched or not.
Meanwhile, Jericho uses it as a fucking gimmick. Or it did at one point.
Yes.
Remember the demo god?
Oh, believe me. I do.
Oh, yeah. Oh, believe me.
Well, some results this past week. We got some pay-per-view. We got some TV results. Last week, when we recorded, NXT. Look, you say his name on Tuesday or Thursday, and he's going to appear. Joe Hendry. Here's how they've done it the last couple of times, where a camera on NXT is just in the face of someone, and they're like, Joe Hendry's not showing up, and then all of a sudden he shows up. The other one was this past week. He goes, yeah, Joe Hendry's not coming to save you, and all of a sudden, say his name. And this dude busts through a fucking wall on NXT.
Kool-Aid Man?
Came out. Yeah, 100%. Oh, yeah. So it was, he's working for both companies. It's done. You know what I mean? Like, we were like, well, he's going to get signed soon. He's signed. He's basically working there.
Ray's already home.
Yeah, exactly. So after Tavian Heights defeated Ethan Page, they had a flag match. Tyler Breeze returned for a selfie and next to downed Ethan Page. This was considered NXT's homecoming last week. DIY was there and actually had a match as well. So it was Carmelo Hayes. And then Rhea Ripley, Stephanie Vaquer, and Tiffany Stratton all returned to face off with JC Jane, Jasmine Nix, and Fallon Henley. That's another one, Stephanie Vaquer. Dave Meltzer claimed that she was injured. She wasn't.
Yeah.
She hasn't been injured. She's been
well,
fine.
no.
And
you know what?
And she put that to bed, too.
It's funny that you say that because you know what he said? I'm hearing that she may be injured. She may not be, but it sounds like she's still going to wrestle. Legit. I forgot all about that until you said it.
I don't know how this dude makes money. So on Dynamite and or Collision, he just threw out money again. A $500,000 match. It was 5 versus 5. Brodito, which was Brody King and Bandito, and tagging with the Ops, which is Samoa Joe's crew with Shibata, against the Young Bucks and Death Riders. And
Hooray.
with the help of Daniel Garcia joining the Death Riders, turning heel. So I guess that's what that part was we saw a couple weeks back. I like that motion where you look like you're putting a gun in your mouth.
Jesus.
As long as he doesn't go back to hump in the air, I'm fucking fine if he's in the Death Riders.
I really don't care about any of it. I can't help it anymore. You didn't put
the
it
winning team got $500,000.
Why give away tens of thousands when you can give away hundreds of thousands?
There's a tournament. This one made me laugh. A legit tournament to face Okada at All Out for his merged title, the unified title as they call it. And in that tournament, Okada was one of the fucking participants facing off against Michael Oku, the guy that got thrown over the top of the rope and nearly died a couple weeks back.
Yeah.
He's in his own tournament. If he...
It's TK anyway. Copying New Japan. It's like the G1. Because the champion's usually in the G1.
It's dumb.
It is.
So, we broke up the Acclaimed, the scissoring team, because they wanted to make Max Caster go as the I'm the best wrestler alive gimmick.
It lasted 2 weeks.
It did, and then Anthony Bowens, who was supposed to be a face, turned heel as well. Jerry Lynn came out on Collision and said, the fuck are both of you doing? You're both heels. Not really, but something to the effect of, and like, why don't you just be friends again? And they started scissoring in the ring, so they're back together.
They
were broken up all
awesome.
of 6 months.
Yeah, okay.
Now, before All Out, this coming Saturday, tell me you're not doing a Monkey See, Monkey Do. WWE this Saturday is doing WrestlePalooza. The name origin comes from ECW.
ECW.
Tonight, it's September to remember. Now it's normally November to remember, but
right.
It's the best way that they could steal it and basically...
Get around it. Yep, get around the copyright, yeah.
Jesus. And tonight, there is going to be 3 different tag teams that are going to move on to face off in a ladder match for the tag team titles against Brodito this coming Saturday at All Out. We'll get to that in a minute.
So there is one thing that I didn't see in there, and I just happened to catch it. It was Sky Blue versus Tony Storm.
Yeah.
And Tony Storm
her in the ass.
Yeah, comes out like this. Tony Storm comes out like the Sandman. She chugs the beer. She's got the trash can and the shopping cart. And at one point, her magnificent
They're still
ass,
at the 2300 arena.
The 2300 arena, yes.
That's what, yep.
Tony Storm's like kind of sitting on the ropes with her ass sticking out towards the floor. Sky Blun. I don't know what I was thinking
Sky
of.
Blunt.
I was thinking of Tony Storm's buns. Sky Blue gets the staple gun, puts a staple in each of Storm's butt cheeks, puts her in the corner, one in each tit and one in the twat.
And Tony wanted that because, for real, just read a thing there earlier today. I'm an AEW lifer. I'm never leaving this company. Well, I guess.
Okay.
Look, you're one of the very few things I'm giving a shit about watching on that show. So
yeah.
Fine.
Yeah, whatever.
Over on SmackDown, while Drew McIntyre and Randy Orton were facing off, Cody Rhodes made a big return, and he's set to face Drew McIntyre at WrestlePalooza on Saturday. I actually would have made this a triple threat between all of them.
Sure.
Now, I did see, I can't remember what it was online, but it was like I looked up today because I was trying to put all the cards together for this weekend, make sure I had all the matches set up. And one of them said, why Drew McIntyre should dethrone Cody this coming Saturday. And I'm like, you're not necessarily up against All Out because they're starting at 3 o'clock. You're starting at 7 or 8.
Right.
Well, hang on. Last time, AEW extended their pay-per-view like 4 extra fucking hours just to face off against Goldberg's Saturday night's main event. But maybe they do. Maybe they put a switch on Drew and Cody. Maybe just I could be okay with it because I don't know. I think Cody's stale as the champion right now.
100%. 100%. Time to get that title off of him. He got his redemption.
I didn't think John was going to...
Yeah.
Well, I didn't think John Cena was going to drop it at SummerSlam.
I mean, either, yeah. That's true.
So
there's that, too.
And then Brock Lesnar blew out his second pair of pants in the last couple of years. The one was against Cody Rhodes, I think, at SummerSlam, where he blew out his fucking, like, sports shorts. I don't even know how the fuck you even made that happen. Jeans, not gonna lie, I've done it many times. This dude blew a fucking giant hole in the back end of his ass after giving R-Truth an F5 on SmackDown, and as a quote-unquote heel, danced around like the time that Ashley Simpson got caught lip-singing on on Saturday Night Live and have to like scoot off stage. That's what he did. And then he gets down and he goes, Stu, I ripped my fucking pants, looking at the camera.
That was fucking hilarious, though. You see the video? There's video of the mamas and the papas, and they told them they had to lip sync. So not Mama Cass, the other one. She's
the skinnier one.
She starts eating a banana while the fucking trick is going.
Good for her, man. I've seen that, and that's one of the funniest fucking things.
So
I love
great.
it.
Yeah.
It's kind of like what Airheads does, except she brought it to a different level.
Oh, she sure did.
So it's funny because I may have told you this. My last day on the wrestling radio show, I knew I was going on the road. I was going to be in the RV. And we wanted to have something where it was a fun send-off. And I said, let's kayfabe this fucking shit, man. And they were kind of into it. And I said, beat the hell out of me this entire show. Because in the last 10 seconds, I'm going to fucking quote-unquote shoot and be like, I quit the show. I'm actually done with you guys. And we did. And we had Eric Emanon, who was a part of our Intriguing Indie Wrestlers interview that we did.
Yep.
The good one. The good one. Not the one with... Yeah, not the one with Dark Sheep.
Okay.
come on. So, where'd you grow up with wrestling? I liked watching wrestling when I was a kid. Holy shit. No, but Eric, great stories. I liked him, but he was there that day. And so what we did was we had this whole video that we did where I'm yelling at the old radio producer and being like, that's it. You guys want to keep talking shit? I'm done with this fucking show. And then as I turn around and he's off camera for a second, I go, what do you want? And Eric Emanon gives me a super kick, and I go down. It was solid.
It was. I
stood up and realized that I blew the fucking ass out on my jeans. I mean, like, same exact style that Brock Lesnar did, and I'm trying to walk downtown Rochester, like the Citizens Bank fucking building, to get to my car. It was winter. It was fucking cold going up there.
Chill Will was probably stalking you from a block and a half away.
So, I understand how Lesnar did it, okay? Just saying, it's possible.
Yeah, sure.
I'll be honest, I'm surprised I never did it at a gig. Like, bending down to, like, grab something, like, or, like, fix a guitar or something, and all of a sudden I'm like, oh, here's my asshole, everybody.
Commando, huh?
So, yeah, well. Now, on Friday night, as well as SmackDown, we had the AAA and WWE Worlds Collide show. We are officially just not going to call this AAA anymore. We're going to call it Triple WEA. Or however the fuck, I don't know. I fucked that up. But why I'm saying that is the Wyatt Sucks showed up to this AAA fucking show and took out the tag team champions of AAA. Judgment Day was heavily involved in not only one match themselves with Finn and Roxanne Perez tagging together, but then also we had them show up in the main event. So just very heavily WWE induced, which sucks.
Yeah, Triple H
it could have just been its own thing. Yeah. But I'm saying, like we all thought it was great with the Demento Clown. You had Iguana. It was cool. It was all fresh, new, some great things. And then WWE's like, cool. Did you guys have fun? All right, well, we're going to squash the shit out of you guys. Here you go. But in the main event, Dirty Dom won against the Son of the Viking, and he got the AAA Mega Championship. So he's a double champ. 2-belt Dom. And this was from after interference from Judgment Day. Dragon Lee came out for unknown reasons, and then so did Rey Mysterio. Rey did a very cool thing where he hit one of the Judgment Day members, I think JD McDonough. He hit him in the stomach with a chair, and then he went to go throw it to Dragon Lee so that he could hit him in the back. But Rey's a vet, man. Before he did that, because he already had it where the flat side just hit JD, Rey himself threw the chair in the air and spun it around, so when he threw it to Dragon Lee, it was set to go. Yes, it was little things, and I was like, oh, vet move. Just how he did it, I liked it.
Any man that gets lawn darted into the side of a trailer knows what the fuck he's doing.
God, I probably wore the shit out of that VHS tape how many times I watched that thing after it happened, because it felt real life to me in 1996.
Oh, yeah, dude,
you know what I'm saying? So
I
was like, they just killed him. The biggest difference maker in the match was El Grande Americano. And we've been seeing the relationship with him and Dirty Dom budding on Monday Night Raw. And after the match was over and Dirty Dom won, first thing he did, he had his deadbeat dad, Rey Mysterio, put the belt on him. It was said, he goes, if I do that, you have to do it. And Rey was a man of his word and actually put the belt on him. And he pushed him away, which is great afterwards. But as Judgment Day is all in the ring, everybody's celebrating, giving big hugs. But you see El Grande comes in, and Dom darts over and gives him like a giant hug. Everybody in Judgment Day just had a dirty look on their face.
Mm-hmm.
Again, a WWE-induced show.
Pretty much.
But hey, it was on YouTube, so why not?
Hey,
I'll watch it.
Why not? Yeah, fuck yeah.
Saturday night, I will say, that boxing match that was on Netflix, I'm sure you've seen the picture of Canelo Alvarez getting his face slid the other way. Actually, a good fight. I enjoyed it. It was funny because Logan Paul was there. They put the camera on him, booed him immediately.
Good.
But
Chappelle was there with Dressed Like You.
Yes. Yeah. He did have the cutoff. He did have the funny thing is the first couple of bouts, it's like everybody was partying in the parking lot, and this was in the Arlington Stadium in Dallas or whatever. I thought it was an AEW show. There was no fucking... Every seat was empty.
Right? Yeah. It's like a concert.
The Arlington show in Dallas. Yeah. You know, Arlington. I heard you catch me on that
Austin,
one.
Massachusetts.
It's going to be a bloodbath. Are you here for the feeding?
Going to stay for the feeding?
All right, so look at, you have two options for a pay-per-view this weekend. You got the PLE on ESPN, or you have AEW All Out, where you got to basically pay $50 for the show on its own. Because I don't think, do they stream them straight on HBO Max if you have that account? Because I know there's
I have HBO Max and have never checked.
You literally have access to every AEW pay-per-view of all time. About a month ago, when I watched SummerSlam with Bo, Co, the kids, or my godsons and everybody, they all went to the zoo the next day, and I sat at home. I go, my leg's fucked up. I can't go. And I go, oh, they have HBO Max on their TV here. Let me see. And I go, I'm going to go look at AEW and all the stuff. And I was scanning through. I don't even own it. And I look through, and you're like, don't need to.
Nah.
I'll watch The Sopranos for the 8th time through.
Yep, pretty much. Good to know. Good to have options.
Motherfucker said he didn't want to live no more. All right. All Out this Saturday, 3 o'clock Eastern. Here's a shit show of 10 matches. Here we go. We got AEW Championship on the line when it's Hangman Page defending against Kyle Felcher. I love that this doc actually stopped correcting me, being like, Felcher's not a word.
You told it like, just stop.
I was like, it's a word. FTR will take on Edge and Christian. I wouldn't be shocked if Tony's such a mark because it's in Toronto. He doesn't put that fucking match as the main event, knowing him.
Yeah.
The Hurt Syndicate. And last week I was like, I don't know who the third member is. The third member's MVP. He's actually going to be wrestling in this match.
Oh, great.
And it's Ricochet and the Gates of Agony. The Coffin match, Jon Moxley versus Darby Allin. As much as we hate Moxley, I bet you this is probably no, never mind. It's going to be
it's going to be a shit show bloodbath.
Yes, never mind. TBS Championship, Riho challenging against Freddie Monet.
That's got to be a shit show, that match. It's going to be like eighth grade kids learning how to dance for the first time.
You put your finger in, you put your finger out. Anyway.
You take your wig right off and you spin it all about.
I actually just said to my wife, I don't know how it came up, and I go, oh yeah, no, at school dances, I got a fucking boner or two when you're dancing with a certain girl. I'm like, I'm going to back up a bit. I don't need to put this sledgehammer on your thigh.
Jesus Christ, Gil, there's some things you don't share.
Did I come? Anyway, women's Fatal 4-Way Championship match. It is Toni Storm defending against Thelka versus Chris Statlander versus Jamie Hayter. Toni Storm retains.
Yep.
They're trying to make Tehelka, whatever the fuck her name is, the spider chick. They're trying to make her look like she is a threat. Nah, she ain't winning. Not in a Fatal 4-Way.
Nah.
This is a first. A tables and thumbtack match. MJF versus Mark Briscoe. Awesome. I literally speechless.
Yeah, sure.
The Merge Championship. Okada is defending in a 3-way match against Konosuke Takeshita and either Beast Mordos or some other guy that I couldn't even pronounce his name, so I didn't bother putting it in the doc. That winner will be named tonight in the... It's going to be Beast Mordos. He's banging Freddie Monet, so there's no goddamn way it's not him. That's why his name is in there, and I didn't put the other guy. I swear to God, I'm going to be right.
I'm going to call this right now. I'm going to call my shot. They're going to make this a 3-fall match, 1 fall for each title.
No, it's just the Unified, they said.
They're going to call... I'm throwing it out in the universe. That's all I'm saying. He's such a cokehead, I wouldn't be surprised.
It's going to happen right before the match, and Okada...
Hey, guys, I got this really good idea.
He'll be the Jeff Hardy of Victory Road in this scenario for this match. Big Bill called his shot. He called out Eddie Kingston, and Eddie's big return is at All Out. We haven't seen him at all. It's such a weird person to face. Look, I like that Big Bill completely turned his shit around. He was with Cass. He ended up getting released after that whole midget wrestling thing. Drank like fucking 4 gallons of vodka a day and ended up having a seizure on the side of the ring because he was going through withdrawals.
Yep.
And he comes back in the best shape of his life.
Yes. I got to give him that. Yeah.
But he's just working for the wrong company, and he's not even mid-card. He's like low-card, and that's what Kingston is coming back to.
This is like booking Kevin Nash versus Mankind. Styles just don't jive.
Fair enough. Yeah, okay, I'm with you. If Kevin Nash was a fucking low-card guy, though.
Oh, well, yeah.
This is more like
5 moves, 5-6 move set versus a hardcore wrestler.
This is Max Moon versus Mankind.
Okay, fine. There you go.
And then the AEW tag team titles are on the line when Bro Dito defend against whatever 3 teams of assholes win tonight on Dynamite.
So Bro Dito's going to retain.
Yes. So we got WrestlePalooza in Indianapolis. Oh, by the way, shit. I forgot to mention this when we were talking about Saudi Arabia, because we were talking about you have Royal Rumble, right? It just happened in Indianapolis, and they're like, and WrestleMania is going to be coming there soon. Well, that plan just got put on hold as it went to Saudi.
At least another year. At this point, they might fucking do WrestleMania every year in fucking Saudi Arabia. You watch. Do you see the comment sections in the YouTube video of the announcement? Every single comment, you sold out. Way to sell out, WWE sellouts. That's all the comments were.
Money talks. And to be honest with you, they'll probably do 2 nights. One in Vegas, one in Saudi every fucking year.
That seems like a lot.
Not impossible. Hey, Hogan worked 400 dates in a year. So
that's right. Yeah,
don't talk about what's impossible.
The date line.
All right, so we do have WrestlePalooza 2025. Cody is defending against Drew McIntyre. It'd be cool to see an upset. I'm sure Cody's going to retain.
Yeah, probably.
WWE Women's Championship, the world title is on the line in the vacant title, where it's Stephanie Vaquer against Io Sky. So, bakery versus bakery.
I'm listen, for multiple reasons, I'm very excited about this match. This, in theory, could be the best match on the card. Wrestling-wise.
Okay. Wrestling-wise, I will give you that, because you have the Usos and the Bronze. There's going to be botches in there somewhere between, things with, just 2 different clashes of styles. I think most anticipated match and the hottest the crowd will be CM Punk and AJ Lee against Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch.
Yep.
The main event has been set. It is Brock Lesnar and John Cena. I think the crowd will be pretty amped up. But yeah, I agree with you. I bet you best wrestling match on this entire card will be Io Sky and Stephanie Vaquer.
Do they pull the trigger and put it on Vaquer, or they just put it right back on Io?
Oh, it's going to go to Stephanie.
You think so? All right. I hope so. I hope you're right.
Yo, I just saw a thing the other day. Io Sky tweeted something, and Asuka commented on it. Kari! I was like, oh, okay.
Coming!
Now it's getting better. It's all right. It's getting better by the second. I know I already laughed at it last week and thought it was great, but this was even better. Hey, we're doing our job. We haven't heard much from Buster. He hasn't corrected us on shit. That's good to know. But now, it's time that the professor actually could just be happy. Let's go to the table.
Just bring it, bitch! Oh my God!
8 years, 8.5, that I've been on the road in an RV. Love it. Love every fucking second of it. Yeah, down by the river.
I'm sure.
Yeah. Well, hang on. I got to back up. I may have told this on the show. Maybe I haven't.
I'm sure you have.
When I was working for my company, did I ever tell you that there was this 23-year-old girl that I met at Jazz Fest who works for us? And I was like, someone's like, yeah, no, Mark's the one that travels around the country in an RV. She goes, do you really like actually live by a river or like some water? And I go, what? And it's because the owner was always like, oh, Mark Fantasia, the man who lives in the van down by the river.
Right.
And I was like, oh, fuck. She's too young for me, man. Like, it's just like, you didn't even understand the fucking joke. She goes,
the reference?
Live in, like, yeah, she goes, you live like in a vehicle next to like some, that's how she goes, near some water or something. I go, Jesus Christ. I've never felt so fucking old in my life.
I know, right?
But that being said, yeah, been traveling around in the RV for a very long time, and it's a big week for me. Tomorrow I'm going to get the keys. By the way, thank you, ODM. A little shout out to you for adjusting your schedule this week. Getting the keys to the place tomorrow, moving in this weekend. The best thing, though, is that we went shopping this past weekend to get things for the new place. And I was like, I really want to get a new TV. Because the size we have here in the RV is, oh my God, like 30-inch. Because it's like small, comes out of a little cabinet. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
And
Yeah,
I was worried my wife would be like, I really don't want that big of a TV. And I go, I kind of want. She goes, I want a really big TV. I go, oh, it's
how big did you go?
So we went looking. First of all, can't fit it in the car at all. So we decided that we have to order it. Well, we decided that we thought we were going to order it, but my friend with the truck up here is actually going to help me go grab it.
Cool.
We're going 75-inch.
Okay.
I really was trying to push for the 85 because we were there, and she goes, yo, do you have any idea? Like, we're going to be sitting in the lawn to really get a good view of this fucking TV.
I've got a 70-inch. It's. I think I wouldn't. Maybe 75 I'd go. I don't think I'd go much bigger than that, but that's cool. Nice.
75, good fucking price, because Walmart likes to roll their shit back. It's funny, if you buy the TV online, you get a free fucking mount.
Oh.
But you buy it in store, you get fucked.
What is it, on Saturday night only?
Mr. Saturday
so
night mounting. No, but so going for the 75-inch, man. So I am excited for the next Bills game, the next pay-per-view. This coming Thursday is when the Bills game is, tomorrow. So won't be in time for that, but the following game in a couple weeks, man, I'm excited for it. So
sick. And you're renting. Is that accurate?
It is. It's a house rental that.
Who gives a shit, buddy? You're leasing, renting, whatever. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
Can't buy a house in this economy.
Yeah.
But it's funny because I'm like, we need to unload a lot of shit from the RV, and we're like, should we get boxes? I'm like, fuck that. We're driving this bitch right up there, and I'm just
I was gonna say, it's like a moving van in itself.
100%, just move it back and forth. But we are doing this weekend. We're going and getting everything out of our storage out in Holly and Rochester and shit like that.
Don't forget the gerbils and the rubber sheets.
What the fuck?
Christmas Vacation? Eddie with his camper?
Oh my God, you're right. That's what I was like. Wait, where is it? I know it's something. You serious, Clark?
Jesus. There's an RV.
All right, man. What do you got this week?
All right. Well, a couple things. One, I forgot to bring it up during the Bills game. And every NFL team does this, but we see it obviously more with the Bills because that's who we follow. When they call audibles, right? A lot of times, like one time it was Katy Perry, something like that. They just do all weird shit. And this week was fucking great because he didn't just call the audible; he did the thing with his hands. He fucking goes up to the line. We get motion, and he goes, "Manja, manja, manja!" But he does the fucking hands. It was so fucking awesome. Oh my God, brilliant. No, but
my God, that's a good one.
So, bowling started last week. Super excited. It's half the year. It's 6 months.
Yep.
So my wife was telling me, 'cause she's our team captain.
Every week or every other?
Every week, once a week, 26 weeks.
God damn.
Actually, it's more than that because we get like Christmas, Thanksgiving, whatever. It doesn't matter.
Sure.
So, we bowled with her father before he passed away, and then we had kids, and we stopped bowling, and like 10 years later, we decided to join a league when we were out in Webster. So we joined a league, and it's a 4-person per team league, Obviously, just the two of us. We didn't know anybody in the league, so they assigned us 2 people. They were okay, got along fine with them. Second year, they were going to back out on the first night. They tell us they were going to back out. Too expensive, and it is expensive. But so we tell them, listen, we'll cover for you. Just pay us back. So we covered the first half of the season. They paid us back, no problems. It comes to the middle of the season where you've got to pay the second half, right? And we're like, all right, well, we'll pay. Next week, we're driving to bowling. Jackie gets a text from the lady. Fucking got a John Deere letter. Yeah, we out.
What?
We out. Like, on our way to bowling. We're like, you gotta be fucking
Not
kidding.
only not paying you back, but also we're not going to do anything moving forward either. Oh,
no,
okay.
they paid us back. Yeah, they paid us back. Yeah. So we Mrs. ODM's brother, my brother-in-law, ended up joining our team. So at least we had 3 now, right? So then last season happens, and there was a team that was kind of disbanding. One person quit, and so they split up the remaining 3 players amongst other teams. And we got this guy who was awesome. Dude, he to me was like a stereotypical bowler. His name was Jimmy Kingston. Had the gray mullet, nice combed, wavy, glasses, wore the wrist thing, bowled good, had good form. He just like you'd look at him and his name was always in capitals. Like most people, it's just the capital first initial. His was all capital. I'm like, fucking Jimmy Kingston, yeah! And he was good, and we got along. He bowled with us for like 4 weeks, and he's like, dude, my wife is super sick. I can't come out on Thursday nights. And I'm like, what are we, the fucking Black Plague? So we finish out the season, just the 3 of us. And before this year started, we get told by the league president, we've got a 4th for you. I'm like, all right, it's a woman. That's all I know. I'm like, fuck. So I'm at darts on Wednesday. I'm telling the boys, hey, man, I'm excited for bowling.
She's not driving. She could at least maybe be a good bowler.
Well, I said, you know, I was telling the guys, I'm like, I'm excited to get back to bowling, man. He's like, but I'm like, man, I'm just hoping she's old and ugly. Because I don't want some big booty hoe coming in being like, God damn it, now my wife's going to be pissed and catty the whole time.
I got to act like I'm not looking at something.
I know, right? Pretty much. So we roll up this past Wednesday for week 1. We walk in. As soon as we walk in, there's the league manager, and there's a girl standing next to her with her back turned. Oh, there they are. This is your new teammate. And she turns around and she looks at us and she's like, oh, these are your teammates. And she fucking rolled her eyes.
Oh.
She's young enough to be my fucking daughter. She's young enough to be my daughter.
So she's like, great, I'm with a couple of old fucks, and you're like,
exactly,
great, I'm
exactly.
with the
That's the
babysitter.
look. That's the fucking look she gave us. She is my older son's age, has to be, very quiet, doesn't have her own ball or anything, has to rent shoes and use alley balls. She at least understands
Wait a
the
second.
rules.
If you're renting shoes and using a local ball, you have no reason to roll your fucking eyes at a bowling league.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, dude, it was, she understands at least that you have to wait for the people next to you. So I'm very happy about that, you know, and so was Mama. But she's weird because she got 2 alley balls. She would go up, she would just walk up, throw the ball, come back, grab the second ball, get it back up, right back up on the lanes, and wait for that thing that she throw before the fucking arm came back up. I'm like Jack, you got to talk to this fucking girl and tell her she needs to slow the fuck down.
Pace yourself.
But it was hilarious because, you know, practice started and I'm all amped up. I'm fucking waiting there for the lanes to turn on so I can practice. I haven't bowled in 6 months. I go up, first ball, strike, beautiful, in the pocket. And I turn around and I see her looking at me. She's like, "Oh, okay." Like she realized you in the fucking lines. Then now, a few frames in the first game, I look at Jackie. I go, "She's not gonna last, is she?" She goes, "No." So
funny. And
everybody out there wants to bowl. Be prepared for a fucking call.
It's funny because in our league, well, we had a couple of them. The one league I think I told you about, you have your 3 games. It was me, Nate, my brother, my dickhead brother, and our other buddy Josh, and we all had it down to a fucking science. After the second game, first bowler, which is me, goes out, smokes, packs the bowl for the next person, and everybody had a rotation going so that by the time the third game came around, you're ready to go. When we were doing it with our friends Dan and Christy, when you were talking about the your practice rounds. Everybody's in a line. You get to throw a ball, go back to the back of the line, whatever it is, whatever.
Yeah.
That was shots time for us. That was us warming up, and that's when we knew. Like you'd see Christy throw it right down the fucking gutter, and we're all like, "It's gonna be that kind of night, huh?" All right. Like, we were not a good fucking team, but we loved going there weekly and just drinking, getting a couple of pitchers of beer, having some fun. You know what I mean? Like, it was great. But like I said, like, it was all older people, and you know, Dan, he doesn't have a filter. Chris, he's like, God, I'm a fucking sucky, cunty bowler right now. And like, old lady's like, oh my God. Loved it. Fucking loved bowling, man. I haven't done it in a minute. So, problem is, I'm going to be living in 2.5 hours from you, so I don't think I could be your extra. I wish I could.
Well,
I would
and
jump in.
you got a gimpy leg anyway, so.
Can I use that ramp thing that
the
kids use?
No.
It's all right. I don't have good form anyway. I usually walk bowling like I limp anyway in real life.
Oh, well, there you go then. You're fine.
Little weird pimp limp.
I got nothing.
This
show sucks.
Fucking awards. You got to stop saying the show sucks or people are going to believe it.
Monday Night Wars!
Backstage. You've been pretty good at running your mouth soft so far, but tonight you're going to have to back it up with action.
Yo, Gene, let me speak on this, all you cranberries and strawberries. You like my shirt, Gene? You want to touch it? That's enough.
Hey, real good impression there, you prick. What about the rest of you piss ants? Anybody else want to do impressions?
Hell, man, why don't you shut up?
What do you call him?
Hey, blow it out your ass, O'Hare. I got guys that can take out your kneecaps. Hey, watch that.
Hey, I got suspended for leading the beatdown of a bitter, pitiful old man. We need you tonight. Listen here, cameraman, I want you to pull it in real tight. You're looking at the group of the most genetically jacked superstars in WCW. We've worked long, we've worked hard, busting our ass. Now we're going to start kicking yours. Filthy animals, you're going up against the future. What you got? 2 midgets, a bald guy, a cheese whiz sucking trailer trash hoochie? Hoochie. I'm a gambling man by nature, and odds aren't looking good.
It was fall. There was a brawl. And that was the name of the pay-per-view. It was the final fall brawl of the year, of WCW, not just a year, of WCW. And as we alluded to at the beginning of the show, the absolute best and most notable thing in this entire pay-per-view was a backstage promo. And I can't wait for you to break it down. Plus we got Raw. Plus we got Nitro. Great funny moments in Nitro, by the way, with Nash and Russo. So go ahead. Let's talk about it.
Oh boy, this is we've talked about some bad WCW pay-per-views. This might be one of them. This might crack the top 5.
Wait till we watch the next one.
It was right. This was in Buffalo.
That says enough.
There were 10 matches on this card. Does that sound familiar?
Hello, TK.
25 years ago. Hey, man, I'm just saying. How many matches are on the card that's coming up?
It was exactly 10. 11 if you count the pre-show, and I'm sure WCW had at least one dark match.
There you go. We open up with Kwee with Paisley versus Primetime Elix Skipper with Major Guns for the Cruiserweight title. Natural Born Thrillers show up for reasons. Mike Sanders takes out Kwee with a stickball bat. Or according to Shivani, some type of device. Elix Skipper retains. Next you get 3 Count versus Corporal Cajun, AWOL, and Lieutenant Loco for reasons. MIA wins. We cut to earlier in the day. We see Jarrett, Steiner, and Nash in a hallway backstage. Some kid walks up. Hey guys, can I have your autographs? Jarrett just walks right by. Steiner goes, where's your mom? Is that her over there? Let me go see. And Nash goes,
I'm gonna go fuck her.
Nash goes, you got any money, kid? I had $1.50. He's like, $1.50 for an autograph? Go buy yourself a soda. Listen,
Big
Nash,
Papa Pump's over here thinking about women. Nash always thinking about money, one way or another.
Money and
it's
pussy.
About money.
Money and pussy. You know, I mean, hey. Scott Steiner, Kevin Nash, and the Cat are the only good things about WCW right now.
Sure.
Next, you get Harris Brothers versus Chronic in a chain match, and then Adam says, hey, let's make it a first blood match, too. Sure. We get a ref bump and shenanigans. Harris Brothers win. The Broad is with General Erection, MIA, and Jim Duggan. General Erection is facing Storm tonight for the U.S./Canadian title and to win back Major Guns. So we get that match next. Jim Duggan is the guest enforcer. And in a move nobody ever saw coming, Jim Duggan turns and joins Team Canada. This is the biggest heel turn since Hulk Hogan.
I actually, a couple of weeks ago,
I know, I remember you calling it out.
Oh, this is going somewhere. I remember his heel turn. I was like, it was the worst fucking thing possible. But it gave me a general reaction, too. So, you know.
That's it. You. Motherfucker retires twice in 1 year and then turns heel and starts wrestling again. Great. Okay.
Just wait till you see what he does with the tape as a heel.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I can only imagine. Mean Gene is with the Natural Born Thrillers. Mike Sanders does some weird shtick. I don't know, but it pissed Gene off. Because
it was like a word rap or like a
it was almost like a too cool kind of thing or something like that. And is what it was.
Mean Gene was like, nope, I'm not having this. I'm going to fuck you up in this promo.
Gene goes, oh, you're pretty good at impressions, aren't you prick? And bro, the crowd popped. They fucking popped. Then O'Hare starts talking, and he goes, hey, O'Hare, why don't you blow it out your ass?
Is this his last night?
And then the best part is Mike Sanders says, hey, cameraman, I want you to come in nice and tight. So naturally, the camera zooms out. What the fuck? This was the best moment of this entire fucking pay-per-view.
Remember how last week I said when John Cena called Logan Paul, or 2 weeks ago when he called him a dickhead, I'm like, man, you just don't hear that anymore.
Yeah.
Or no one calls anybody that solidly. And prick.
A prick.
Yeah, prick
is
one of them.
And only how Mean Gene could deliver it. Here's the thing that I'm going to go ahead and spoil this. You realize Mean Gene's going to be in a match coming up soon.
Oh, I know. I actually do remember this.
Okay. Very good. We'll get there then. We'll save it. We'll savor the moment.
No problem.
Next, you get the Natural Born Thrillers versus the Filthy Animals in an elimination match. We see the Bills players at ringside. The Animals are coming in from the parking lot, and they have a mystery man with them. Apparently, Big Vito's with the Filthy Animals now. Animals get to the top of the ramp, and the Masked Man is Paul fucking Orndorff.
Which, I gotta be honest with you, I bet you most of that crowd was like, Who?
Yeah.
Because the Attitude Era WCW crowd was not familiar with Mr. Wonderful. You know what I'm saying? Like, they were familiar with just NWO. No,
sure.
But I'm saying, like, for the most part, the people in that crowd were like, huh?
Here's
Whose
the
father
thing.
is this?
When we go back to the beginning of the wars, Paul Orndorff is still wrestling, and he's doing that weird shtick where he's talking into a mirror. So we have that to look
Isn't
forward to.
that also when he has the... is that when he had the neck brace? Or
that's right now.
Brace was...
yeah. So he delivers... He stays out of the match for the most part. Then at the end he comes in, and he gets some offense in, and he hits a pile driver to one of the Natural Born Thrillers. Well, when he did it, he gave himself a fucking stinger. He fucking Steve Austin'd himself by delivering a pile driver. Not taking one, delivering one. Next thing you know, Paul Orndorff is just splayed out in the middle of the ring. Everybody's looking around having no fucking clue what to do.
Giving yourself a finisher. It's like fucking Kenta who gave himself the GTS
yeah.
a couple weeks ago.
Ray and Tigress try to do some shit. Charles Robinson's just looking around like, what the fuck do I do? Never threw up the X from what I saw. And next thing you know, they're just like, yeah, this is a no contest. And they put fucking Orndorff in a neck brace and on a backboard and stretcher his ass out. Not an angle. This guy literally almost paralyzed himself.
Ref didn't do anything? It is AEW. Bryce Rimsberg.
There you fucking go. This one's to you, Bryce, you dumb cock.
And then you got...
A ref is a ref. Next, the Broad is with Kidman and Medusa. Kidman gives a shout out to Orndorff. And then we get Shane Douglas and Torrie versus Kidman and Medusa in a Pittsburgh plunge scaffold match. This isn't a typical...
This is the main event. Just kidding.
Yeah, right. Should have been. They so it wasn't a typical scaffold match where you have the scaffold over the ring. Right? This was at the top of
Jim Cornette style.
Yeah, this was the top of the ramp, like right in front of the entrance. They lowered down this platform and then raised it up, right? And there's ladders on both sides. Douglas keeps saying, no, it's too high, and they just keep raising it. Medusa gets on the ladder and apparently doesn't know how to use it. She's just killing time waiting for Douglas to follow her. So they got that cue wrong. He follows, starts kicking her in the head. She delivers a nut shot. Apparently the way you win is you get off the scaffold and to the floor. Well, here's the thing. Medusa gets kicked in the head and falls on the crash pad. But the match continues. Then Torrie goes down the ladder and she wins. And then they throw Kidman off for good measure. So, apparently falling doesn't count.
The only difference is no one was winning $500,000 in this match like TK is giving now.
Pretty much.
Same concept of matches, just different outcomes.
Gene is with Sting now. Sting has a title shot on Nitro tomorrow. And then Jeff Jarrett, wearing a Titans jersey, we'll get to that later, comes in and starts beating the shit out of Sting. And Gene yeah, it's that time. Yeah,
it was a 1 year later fucking thing.
Yep, pretty much. And then Gene goes, "You crazy bastard!" Gene was on fire tonight.
Best night, easily.
He was on fire tonight. We get a interview segment where Mike Tenay goes to David Flair's house to follow up on the botched wedding. David's all paranoid. The house is trashed. Go ahead.
I know. I'm at least raising my hand. Do you remember the fucking interviews with Mean Gene and how woman would intimidate him throughout the whole fucking interview?
You mean the ones where he just stared at her tits the whole time?
Oh my god, dude, I loved it. Like
that was one of our logos.
That's why I'm like, this is some of Gene's best work, is because we haven't seen this in a couple of years.
Yeah.
I haven't really seen Gene shine, and we're finally talking about him again.
Yeah, this is fucking great. So David's house is all trashed. It looks like a fucking something out of Animal House. There's like pizza and cigarettes and beer cans and beer bottles. Everything's trashed, you know.
The most staged-looking house ever.
Exactly. David's looking out the window, hoping to just randomly see the baby daddy. Right? Sees the mailman, goes
Deep
attacks
down, he
him.
just wants approval from his real daddy.
Yeah, well, you know what? I don't know, but I think I know. And all I have to say about this is next slide. Because we get Vampiro with ICP versus Muda and Sting. That's a three-way. ICP joined commentary. Sting uses a bat. Death drop to Muda. This was about a 5-minute match. Sting wins. Then we see footage from earlier in the day. Mike Awesome pulls up in the Love Bus. Gets off. The Broad is there. He asks if they want to bang, and she says, no, we're just friends. And then, because, it makes perfect sense, Gary Coleman gets off the bus.
Wait, hang on. To listeners who may not know. I thought you were going to explain.
Oh, Different Strokes?
It's Webster.
Wasn't that the show? Different Strokes?
Wait, isn't he Webster?
Maybe he's both. I don't remember. Anyway, he's got the famous line because Mike Awesome says, do the line. Do the line, Bart. And then the Broad goes, what you talking about? And everybody has a laugh.
What you talking about, Willis?
What you talking about, Willis? Next, you get Jeff Jarrett versus Mike Awesome in the bunkhouse match, a.k.a. a hardcore match with, ropes and cowboy boots and hillbilly shit all in a ring. Jarrett brings up the Music City Miracle.
We're 9 months removed from it.
9 months removed. Jim Kelly's last game as a Buffalo Bill. He's wearing the Titans jersey. And he brings up Scott Norwide. Asshole. Still too soon. Mike Awesome once again comes to the ring, not in gimmick. He's just back to his regular wrestling trunks. One point, the Bills players...
You're confusing me. You're saying Jim Kelly's last game. Wasn't that the Rob Johnson, Doug Flutie shit?
Music City Miracle was Jim Kelly's last game, I'm pretty sure. I mean, let's say just put a bumper in or something. I can look it up real quick, or we can just talk
I don't
about
need
this.
you to do that. I'm just saying, I could have sworn it was the year that Rob Johnson got injured. Flutie fucking rocked it. And then Music City Miracle, they're like, oh, let's bring Rob Johnson back into the mix.
Yeah, you're right. What am I saying? It was somebody's last game. Who the fuck's last game was that?
Probably fucking Doug Flutie's, because
no.
All right, go fuck yourselves.
There was somebody else famous whose last game it was, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, it don't fucking matter. Thank you for correcting me, Buster. You don't have to do your job this week. I was wrong.
No, I had to on that one because
you're right. I was way off. I'm about 4 years off on that one. 3 years.
I was bitching. I was like, why the fuck? He has won the last 6 games. We're like, oh, let's go back to the guy that sucks a dick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's go back to Rob Johnson.
Didn't matter. It was a forward pass anyway. Shouldn't have counted.
Yeah, whatever.
So anyway, at one point the Bills players get on the apron. They
Buckner all over again.
I know, right? They surround the ring. They bounce Jarrett around. Security tries to wrangle them. And then, again, because why not? It makes complete sense. Gary Coleman gets in the ring. And instead of nut-shotting Jarrett, he punches him in the ass a bunch.
I actually think that's funnier.
What's funnier is probably the second best moment of the night. Jarrett hits Gary Coleman in the head with a guitar. And props to Gary Coleman. He fucking sold it beautifully.
Yeah, because it hurt. It was really. Usually the head is much higher, so that downswing.
Oh, yeah, extra momentum, yeah.
Jarrett had
it
more
traveled
force.
more. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
His head went through the hole that's normally on the front of the
Oh, yeah,
entrance.
there you go, where the picks get lost. And then Sting comes in, hits a death drop to Jarrett. Awesome wins. The Bills come in to celebrate, and Coleman literally gets carried away like a baby. Gene is with Steiner. Steiner says, after I beat Goldberg, I'm going back to the hotel because I'm a loaded Sex Pistol and I'm ready to explode. And he does this awesome thing where, he curls his bicep and then he turns his hand around and points to the ring and walks that way. I have said it before. I am saying it again. Scott Steiner is one of the best things, at least at this period of time.
He's something.
He's something
that's there. I don't even know how to give it a description. He's something.
After the promo from last week, oh my God, there's
last week was solid.
So you get Steiner versus Goldberg, no DQ. Madeja ends up coming out with the lead pipe. You can hardly see them nipples. And then
and these guys are really looking.
That's the first thing I thought of when I saw her come out, because she was pushing it. It was they were peeking out. The tops were anyway.
To begin with, sir, you can see her nipple. That's great. That's solid.
They were. And then Russo comes in. Hits Goldberg with the bat. Goldberg gets put through a table. He ends up getting knocked out, put in the recliner. Goldberg's out. Steiner wins. And then Russo thinks it's a good idea to rip his shirt off. And then the Bills players say, hey, Bill, we're really big fans. We're going to help you to the back. And they help Bill Goldberg up and escort him to the back. And we get our main event. It's Booker T versus Kevin Nash for the world title in a cage match. 10 minutes left in the pay-per-view for this match. Nash gets color. Booker counters a powerbomb into a bookend and wins the fucking title back. This was very, very underwhelming and a flat finish, but ultimately I need to take a sip of beer because...
My favorite part. As soon as I saw the win, I was like, yes, we get to listen to the list.
In WCW in the year 2000, the world title has gone from Bret Hart to vacant to Chris Benoit to vacant to Sid to vacant to Sid to vacant to Jeff Jarrett to DDP to David Arquette to Jeff Jarrett to Ric Flair to Jeff Jarrett to Kevin Nash to Ric Flair to Jeff Jarrett to Hollywood Hogan to Jeff Jarrett to Booker T to Kevin Nash to Booker T. It is the 21st title change this year, 262 days into the year. That's an average of a title change every 12 and a half days.
But the most reigns still belong to vacant.
No.
Oh, Booker T's probably tight that shit now.
No. Jeff Jarrett has 5.
Jeff Jarrett, motherfucker. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Booker T only has 2, and thank you for actually calling that out because I forgot to notate that, so let me do that real quick. There we go. Very good. All right. There you go.
The most exciting part, I knew it was going to happen. Sweet.
After these messages,
we'll be right back.
Hey, isn't that Calvin? I haven't seen him for a while. Wonder where he's heading. I heard he got a job. Is that right? Well, it's about time he got himself together. Now that you mention it, there is something different about him. Just goes to show you can't judge a book by its cover. Looks like responsibility's been good for him. Well, I'm just glad somebody believed in him enough to give him a chance. Wonder where he's working.
Welcome to McDonald's. May I help you?
What's up, Jake?
What up?
Where's Calvin? At the J.O.B., man. What? He's still flipping those burgers at Mickey D's? Here's your order.
Thanks, Calvin.
He's not tired of that yet. Could be kicking it with us, man.
Having big fun.
He says he has a plan, man.
Meet the newest member of our management team, Calvin.
Congratulations.
All right, man. Manager, dude.
Cool.
Yep, I'm part of the management team now, Mama.
Oh, baby, I'm so proud of you.
Don't rip my boy too hard now. Yeah, you're right, because he does wear some fresh clothes. Yo, Calvin. Welcome to the hood. May we help you? So, not much. Well, I'm out. Hey, yo, Calvin. Man, what's the word on that job thing? Oh, man, you know, not for me. For a friend of mine. Yep, I'm part of the management team now, Mama.
Oh, baby, I'm so proud of you.
It's only afternoons.
But still, it's a promotion.
I gotta get back to work.
Guess what, Anna?
Calvin is the new manager at McDonald's.
Straight up. Cal's been honored at Mickey D's, so they gave him his props.
He owns a McDonald's and just got his property.
For real?
Calvin?
Calvin, they used to hang out on the corner?
So you own McDonald's?
No, not yet.
Hashtag not a sponsor.
Well, I guess we do the follow-up of WCW Nitro for that
fine. September 18th, year 2000, Nitro's in Kitchener, Ontario, Canada. We open with them restarting the match where Orndorff got paralyzed almost. That was called a no contest. So it's Ray and Tigress versus whoever's left from Natural Born Thrillers. And naturally, Tigress wins. After that, we see Nash running down Natural Born Thrillers. He's got the fucking board up with the X's and the O's. He's going to draw the play out for him. And he basically just connects the dots and it spells out, "You suck."
Dude's making $1 million a week to draw on a fucking whiteboard. Good for him.
Yep. Goldberg's music hits. Russo comes out, though, and does the Goldberg intro. And he's got a registered letter from Goldberg. It's basically just yada yada. Goldberg saying, "I suck." Steiner comes to the ring with Deja, runs down Goldberg, wants a world title match, says he's going to have that match next week. Russo stops him and says, "Wait, who said that?" Then Jarrett comes out, says he deserves a title shot. Russo says, "I'll decide who gets the title shot." Nash comes to the ring, says he's getting the title shot. And Russo says tonight there's going to be a tag match, and whoever gets the pinfall submission gets the title shot next week. And it's going to be Jarrett and Steiner versus Nash and Russo, because Russo always wanted a world title. The other three look confused as hell, and Steiner goes, "My Johnson's bigger than your arm." I doubt it with all the steroids.
That's true.
Back from break, the three of them are arguing, and they want Nash to fix it. Shane Douglas and Torrie come to the ring. They call out any couple for a challenge. It's Kiwi and Paisley. Douglas hits the franchiser to Paisley for the win. Nash goes to see Russo. Russo has a plan. He draws it up on the chalkboard. Nash changes it. Same thing, connect the dots. This time it spells bite me. The Broads with Sting and Booker, who are fighting for the title tonight, they start fighting. Cats with Miss Jones. Disco comes in with a plastic duck. Says the Cat sucks. So the Cat books a match. It's going to be the Cat versus Disco. And if the Cat wins, he's going to strip the filthy animals of the tag titles. And if Disco wins, he can be commish for a day. So it's the Cat versus Disco Dick Nuts. The animals are running down Disco for agreeing to those terms. The Cat says, if the animals interfere, I'm sending them home 3 months, no pay. Disco opens the match by using the plastic duck to attack the Cat. And Shivani says, did I just see somebody get hit with an inflatable duck? Cat wins in about 15 seconds on a roll-up. Hooray.
Just wait for 25 years, sir. You're going to watch some people get slammed on gummy bears.
Yep, there you go. Nash and Jarrett was
not a lie, by the way. That actually happened in that Lights Out match.
That's a thing that happened. Nash, Jarrett, and Steiner are backstage. Nash says he's out of the match. The only reason I put this in here is because whoever was working the boom mic probably got fired because that fucker dropped into frame a few times during this.
Entered the screen.
We get a cold open back from break to Smooth in the ring. Remember Smooth, the limo driver? Remember that guy?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I didn't know he had music because it was playing when they came back from break, and it's basically a ripoff of Smooth Operator. Smooth Operator. Not a fan?
Like, oh, no. No, never mind. I was like, Annie, are you okay? I'm like, no, that's Smooth Criminal.
That's Smooth Criminal, yes. Way to ruin it. Well, anyway.
You know what's funny you say about the cold open? You know what I kind of miss? The era when 9 o'clock hit and it didn't even matter if someone was in the middle of a fucking headlock in the ring. They're like, here's some pyro, everybody.
Yeah. Oh my God. I saw something I saw something on that the other day where it was like WCW had no chill when it came to hitting the top of the hour. They didn't give a fuck who was wrestling. They didn't just fire off the pyro.
I kind of miss that.
So do I, yeah. That was good shit. Anyway, Smooth is saying if the cash is tight, I got something for you. David Flair, I got something for you. Come down here. David sprints to the ring. He has his golden crowbar again. And Smooth says he has a videotape, and it identifies the culprit, the baby daddy you've been looking for. It's from Kidman's Kid Cam. David pulls out a wad of cash. They make the exchange, and David attacks Smooth with the crowbar. Steiner and Jarrett go in to see Russo. They run him down, and Russo says, let's watch the title match and go from there. Brings up Chronic at some point. David goes to the production truck, tells a guy to play the tape. Guy's like, I can't play that on live TV. David attacks him with the crowbar. All right. Mike Sanders goes into Russo's office, kisses his ass. Russo tells Mike to bring the cassette to Chronic. Don't tell him where it came from. So naturally, your world title match is going to just be in the middle of the show, not your main event. So it's Sting versus Booker for the world title. Jarrett interferes, then Steiner. Sting eats a guitar shot, and I have a sign sighting. I hate signs.
Pretty original.
Sanders delivers the tape, and Brian Clark is conveniently wearing a Walkman at the time, so he can just put it right in the Walkman and listen to it. I'd like to clarify that they never tell you what was on the tape. They very briefly allude to it. Next, David's with Jimmy Hart. David's like pulling the tape out of the VHS and trying to hold it up to the light to see what's on it. And Jimmy Hart's like, Smooth has a VCR in his limo. Oh, for real? And then attacks Jimmy Hart with the crowbar. Chronic goes into the Cat's office. They bring the cassette with them. It's apparently when Jarrett and Steiner were in the locker room with Russo, and Russo brought up Chronic, and those guys ran him down. Mm-hmm. So they want a match. Team Canada introduces Jim Duggan as their newest member. Duggan has cut his hair and shaved.
Oh, it was horrible to look at. I
thought it was quite refreshing.
Rude. It looked like when Rick Rude did that weird triangle goatee.
Yeah, the early DX years. Yeah. Oh, boy. MIA run in. It's a 6-man tag, and Duggan actually gets the pin. So much for retirement, huh? I need another beer for this. Steiner and Jarrett go back to Russo's locker room. Hooray. Love Bus arrives. Gary Coleman is still with Mike Awesome.
Gary Coleman is still on WCW television.
And he wants revenge on Jarrett. And then as Awesome's walking away, we see Vampiro and ICP skulking about in the background. Next, you get Chronic versus Scott Steiner and Jeff Jarrett. Chronic come to the ring, then Nash and the Natural Born Thrillers come to the top of the ramp. Nash tells Chronic, you aren't in the same league as Jarrett and Steiner. We got some young talent here who wants to prove themselves. So the group pushes Mike Sanders and Johnny the Bull forward, so they go in first. It's just pair by pair of Natural Born Thrillers come in until Jarrett and Steiner come in and they get the pin. Sure. Mm-hmm. Russo goes to a locker room door and knocks. They're teasing it that it's going to be his partner for tonight. 3 count go to Mike Awesome. Tell him his bus is vandalized. Mike Awesome does terrible selling about it. Russo went to see Sting. That's who he wants. He wants Sting as his partner and convinces him so he can get revenge on Jarrett. Mike Awesome comes back to the ring, sick of everybody messing with his bus. So Vampiro come out here, and they have a hardcore match. Mike Awesome wins. We see David in the limo. He has watched the tape. We have not seen it, though. He's obviously identified the culprit because he gets out of the limo, starts smashing the crowbar on the ground, screaming for Stacy Keibler. And so we get our main event, which is the tag match that is apparently Jarrett and Steiner versus Sting and Booker. Because Russo. It's the Okada treatment. Motherfucker has the title, and he's in the match to determine the number 1 contender. Which I'm pretty sure WWE did the week before. WWF, whatever. Because Russo. Chronic come in. They go after Jarrett. Russo comes stumbling to the ring. Looks like he just got the shit kicked out of him. His shirt's half torn off. Steiner clocks him. Booker uses the lead pipe on Steiner. And then Booker picks up Russo, puts him on top of Scott Steiner, and Russo is now the number 1 contender for the world title. Booker grabs Russo by the shirt and says, I'll see you next week. God, I wish we didn't.
To be honest, though, not a bad finish. That's something Stone Cold would have did. He would have put McMahon on top so he could have a one-on-one match with him. Wasn't a bad finish idea, but it's also WCW.
The payoff is the problem.
Correct. Yep. And I still think with Gary Coleman, I'm pretty sure that Vince Russo was like, bro, they had Joe C. from Kid Rock. Let's get the OG midget. Let's go.
Yeah. There you go.
It's probably that.
After these messages,
we'll be right back.
See this commercial? Where guy Calvin gets a job at a fast food restaurant. Remember that commercial, though? Guy Calvin will get a job at a fast food restaurant, and they act like that's the best thing that can happen to a guy in the ghetto. Like the whole neighborhood's excited. Like this is going to end poverty. Calvin, you getting this job is the signpost to a new era in the black community. Thank you, fast food restaurant. That's not what it's like to work at a fast food. People aren't proud of you. Let's see what would happen to Calvin if he really had a job in fast food.
Look at that. Calvin's got a job. Hey, Calvin.
Way to go, young blood. Way to go.
WAC Arnold's is proud to give young African Americans an opportunity to serve their communities, making them feel responsible for the welfare of their own environment.
Afternoon, ladies.
Ew, you smell like French fries.
Well, see, hold up. Now, that's just a week into it. Let's see what happens to Calvin like 3 weeks into it.
Well, here you go, Calvin.
My first check. Thank you, sir.
WAC Arnold's is proud to give young African Americans an opportunity to serve their communities, making them feel responsible for the welfare of their own environment.
Look at that. Calvin's got a job. Hey, Calvin.
Hey, Miss Harper. Got my first paycheck.
That's good, Calvin. Very good.
Way to go, young blood. Getting paid, getting paid.
Hey, yo, I heard Calvin got a job.
Man, I'm proud of him.
Let's rob that, man. Yeah, son.
Pretty rough. Why don't we check in with Calvin 2 months later?
WAC Arnold's is proud to give young African Americans an opportunity to serve their communities, making them feel responsible for the welfare of their own environment.
Hey, where's Miss Harvey?
Oh, she died, Calvin, of high cholesterol. Too much WAC Arnold's.
Damn, Calvin, you look beat the hell up.
What's up, fry guy? Punk.
Corny. Yo, Calvin, it's the thin line between fries and shakes. Okay, part two. The leanest burger in the world could be the meanest in the world if you cook it that way. I need to stop smoking this.
Hashtag not a sponsor.
And finally, Monday Night Raw from September 18th, 2000.
In Chicago, Illinois. Sweet home, Chicago. This is the go-home show for Unforgiven. I want you to understand that this is in Chicago. Show opens with Stephanie coming to the ring, and I immediately saw a sign. I want you to work through this timeline and tell me if this is an accurate thing or not, because, again, we're in Chicago. In the year 2000, there was a sign that said Punk is a heel. I have a couple dates I can give you.
So, I mean, in the year 2002, he makes his way into Ring of Honor.
Mm-hmm.
So I could see him doing some indie shit. And
He
was doing IWA and all that right before it. So
he started doing indies in 97.
God, it makes you wonder if he's the one holding that sign, too.
Yeah. It could have been. I didn't look, yeah. But I was like, wow, I really wonder, so I just thought that was cool.
Yeah, could be. That's a good one.
Stephanie brings up like the month of September last year or September, November. It's when Austin got hit by the car. It's around the same time she married Triple H, and it's about the same time Angle made his debut. And she doesn't like what's going on between Kurt and Triple H, and she wants Foley to cancel that match. So Angle comes out, says, I admire your courage, Stephanie, starts running down Triple H. And if you don't see what I'm trying to say, I'll walk out of here like the Bears did last night. It's true. It's true. Shows footage. He put together a video package. It's to Triple H's music, and it's Triple H showing the moves to Trish and like the 3 or 4 times he's hit Stephanie. It's just on a loop. So Triple H comes to the ring, and this might be one of my favorite segments so far. Says, you know what, Kurt, maybe I was wrong about you. Maybe it's just an understanding. You're a 30-year-old athlete, prime of your career. You could be defined as a stud. And Stephanie, she's the perfect woman. Stephanie, sniffing the Stephanie, and yet you say you just want to be her friend. What kind of a guy stands in front of a hot woman and says, I just want to be your friend? You want to go shopping for drapes with Stephanie? Alternative lifestyles are perfectly acceptable this day and age. And, and the looks you've been giving me lately.
So basically, yay!
He called him a mag, basically.
Yep.
So Foley comes out, he feeds into it, and he goes, in '96, you represented this country. You were part of Team USA in '96, and you brought home gold to the USA as part of Team USA. But in the year 2000, what team are you playing for? And he says,
one of the better nights Triple H has had in a minute.
I know, right? Exactly. And he says, you guys aren't going to tear each other apart tonight, but it doesn't mean you can't see action. So it's going to be TNA with Trish versus Triple H, Angle, and Stephanie. We get a segment right to censor Dudley's APA match brawl. There you go. Rock comes to the ring, calls out Taker. They had a tag match on SmackDown. Miscommunication ended up costing Taker being put through a table. Taker gave Rock a receipt after the match. Taker says, if you wanted a piece of me, Rock said, if you wanted a piece of me, all you had to do was ask. Taker comes out and says, who the hell are you to call me out? Foley comes out, books Taker and Rock. Then Benoit and Kane come out, and Foley books Benoit versus Kane. We see footage of Hugh Hefner at the Playboy Mansion talking about how Eddie kept trying to run in and stop the photo shoot for China.
I love
it. I know she's in there, Holmes. No. China, don't do it, baby. And then we cut to Eddie and China. They're being all lovey-dovey. Eddie apologizes, and he says, I'm feeling kind of wheezy. I don't know. No, I'll be okay. I got a face for Rikishi tonight. It's so bad. So bad. The racism killing me. We cut to Kane and Benoit. That match is apparently just started after the brawl that they had before the last two vignettes. JR mentions this is the last Raw on USA before moving to TNN. How long does that fucking last?
About 2 years.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay. That's longer than I thought.
Yeah, I think it's all of 2000. The rest of 2000. I'm pretty sure all of 2001 and a good chunk of 2002. I don't think they come back until maybe late 2002 or 3.
So this is our last Raw on USA for the Wars.
Yeah.
Until we start over. Benoit uses the bell, DQ. Triple H and Stephanie are discussing the match. Angle walks in and Triple H goes, hey, the girls' room is down the hall.
Just keep digging it in.
And then Angle says, Stephanie, I just want to tell you, I'm going to be there to protect you. And Triple H, try to go a week without hitting your wife. And Triple H... No, but Triple H says, yeah, try going a week without hitting on me. So we get Kurt Angle.
Episode in a while.
Yeah, right. Kurt Angle, Triple H, and Stephanie versus TNA and Trish. Triple H hits a pedigree to test and rolls Stephanie on top of him for the pin. Triple H and Stephanie hug. As Triple H turns around, Angle comes and hugs Stephanie. Triple H takes Angle down. Stephanie stops him. Now we see Eddie and Chyna's getting ready for a match because Eddie's wrapped up in a blanket with a thermometer. He's basically getting Chyna to face Rikishi for her. So Taz comes to the ring. He's got on a tux jacket with the sleeves cut off and a bow tie with his normal attire on. Cuts down Lillian Garcia and apparently has taken over ring announcer duties. So he announces the Chyna and Rikishi match. Then Eddie comes out for support, still got the blanket wrapped around him. And then Rikishi pulls him into the ring. And then Eddie maces him. But then, when so Eddie powders, Rikishi comes to, can't see, and he just Samoan drops Chyna. And it's like, fuck it, and hits her with a bonsai drop. And Eddie just fucking runs away.
It's funny with the Taz thing, because when I saw him doing the announcing, I was like, is the next gimmick they're going to do to him as a commentator, and he just stays there for 10 years?
Apparently, yeah.
Or the last 30, really?
JR really hated that motherfucker. And then, in something I didn't expect, but I'm excited about it, we see Steven William Regal in the ring.
Yeah.
With a table set.
Excited about this.
Yep. And he's here to teach proper dinner etiquette. And then Jericho's music comes out, runs him down. He does the tablecloth trick, or teases it anyway. He just wraps everything up in the tablecloth, throws it over the top rope. And then X-Pac jumps him with nunchucks. I'm guessing this is where the X-Pac heat starts coming in.
Oh, it's there. And pretty soon, I think it's going to continue where Regal and Jericho have their feud, and I believe that Regal's
the pea in
about
the
to
teapot
become GM at some. Yep, yeah, and he'll be a GM or whatever at some point soon, or commissioner.
Oh, there we go. Next, you get Too Cool versus Edge and Christian for the tag titles. Taz is announcing in Lawler's face. Like, as he's announcing, he's just getting in Lawler's face, screaming. Edge uses the title while the rest distracted. Edge and Christian retain. Taz gets dragged away by security. And we get our main event. It's the Taker versus Rock. Benoit's on commentary. We get a ref bump because wrestling. And Taker wins in a very flat finish. This was just very, very flat. I get Taker beating Rock being a big thing, like, fucking don't fuck with the dead man. He's back. He's still the fucking dead man, right? I get it. It just fell really flat, the ending of this. And then Kane comes out and everybody brawls. The heels get dumped and we get a rock bottom to Taker to end the show.
So we're normal into Raw.
Pretty much.
So Unforgiven next week. See how that one breaks down.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm excited because it's a movie from my youth, from the 80s. I'm excited to talk about it. Let's do it. Vice Versa. Was it 1988, I think it was, for this movie? And,
close enough.
We got Judge Reinhold, which we all know is Billy.
Billy!
From Beverly Hills Cop. And we got little Kevin Arnold, Fred Savage. And this movie is great. So it's funny, a couple weeks ago I said, or last week I go, yeah, and the girl that we just talked about, she was Zed's girlfriend in Police Academy 4.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
100%. Hondo P.
So this movie, Vice Versa, if you haven't seen it, I don't think we're going to be spoiling much here for a 30-something-year-old movie, but good concept. It's kind of the Freaky Friday concept we've seen. Yeah, and how things are done. Dude, Judge Reinhold did so well playing a kid. You know what I mean? Like, when they get arrested and he's crying in the fucking police station, and then mom's new boyfriend shows up, he's like, Cliff! Like, he's so fucking good in this one. And Fred Savage plays an uptight prick as the father once their switch happens. And obviously it all begins with that skull. You touch it at the same time. Yeah, well, I wish I could go to work all day. Yeah, well, I wish I could.
I wish I could fuck your girlfriend.
I know, the kid's like 13 and gets to finger bang his dad's
Drinking
girlfriend,
martinis.
basically.
Madon.
So I looked it up. What did you think the name of the band was that they go to see?
Fuck, I just watched it too.
Crucial you said Taunt. A different name.
Crucial Taunt is the one, but that's Wayne's World?
Crucial Taunt is Wayne's World.
Wayne's World, right.
This is Malice.
Malice, right.
Is the band.
And the fucked up thing is, I had to look it up, so I actually think Malice is actually a real band, I think.
Yes, it is, actually.
Yeah. At first, I thought it was Rodney James Dio.
Oh, no shit.
As the singer. It kind of looked like him. I was waiting for him to start singing Holy Diver. Ronnie.
Okay, I thought you put a D in there.
Maybe that's how it came out. You know, I stutter sometimes. It's a speech problem. Where's your empathy, brother?
Sorry. So,
I'll see you at Rethapalooza.
But I like that, obviously, Judge Reinhold, as the kid, takes her to the concert. He finally gets to go because he's an adult. So many fucking hysterical moments. Oh my God, I texted you about this. I said, man, please tell me you get to watch this. The scene where there's a guy just jamming on...
It's like a synth guitar.
Yes. No, like, head on the neck.
Yeah.
It's, and then just as a kid, again, right, because he's only like, 12, 13 or whatever, and he goes, I play the drums. And he goes, hop on.
Yeah.
And he starts playing the drums. But when the salesman gets involved, I lose my shit every time.
It was so terrible.
And then when he was playing them, and later you see him going with his hand near his hair and shit. Apparently, Marshall's playing the drums. They all go downstairs.
Yeah. That when they do the whole Moose.
Yep.
Moose is the whole time the guy who is supposed to be getting the skull back, or was supposed to brought it back, he's got the gun. He's just holding it up like, hey, asshole, I got the gun. And then the one guy turns around and he's like, sporting goods are on the second floor.
He just puts it back in his pocket.
That guy played Richie Aprile on The Sopranos.
He did, yes.
That's the guy.
And then, of course, obviously, skipping to the end, they, him and that lady end up in different clothes because they switched over. With
Right.
The skull as well.
And then you got Fred Savage's mom is the mom from Malcolm in the Middle.
She is.
Jane
right.
Kaczmarek?
I think so. Actually, it's funny because you'd mentioned like the guys the Meese and all that stuff when they're in the elevator. And Fred Savage just standing behind him, and they're all talking shit.
Yeah,
about
he does.
Marshall,
He does the middle.
And he just flips them off.
But he does the Knuckles thing. We've talked about that right before. He does the Knuckles thing.
It's either a straight up middle finger or it's not. If you put the thumb involved, you're not flicking them off. If you do the middle finger with some like support in the middle from the index and ring finger, I fucking hate it. It bothered me in 8 Mile when Eminem did it, and fucking Fred Savage did it in this movie too. Don't know why it bothers me so much.
I think Weezy feels the same way. I feel like I've had that conversation with him before. Listen, man, I rewatch this, and I go back, I watch Cannonball Run, I still laugh. I laugh more because I'm older now. I'm an adult now. I was a kid when I watched it. I didn't understand half the jokes.
Certain
right?
jokes go over
and
your
now
head.
now you get them, right? You get a lot of movies. This movie did not age well. This movie was not. I don't know why I liked it so much back then. Maybe I just loved Judge Reinhold and Fred Savage so much. I don't know. This movie.
But there's also the uncomfortableness where Judge Reinhold is an adult and now going to school, and then this one girl's like, "Hey, how are you?" And I'm like, "Ew, stop! He's a 40-year-old man. Stop it! You're gonna lose your virginity to the wrong guy."
Yeah, a little weird. Had the big vibes.
It
had the big vibes to it too, though.
Yeah,
a big Freaky Friday kind of combo platter. Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Listen, I loved the movie as a kid. Watching it again now, I was like, "Ooh, I wish I could have just read the Cliff Notes on this one." It was not. It was not a pleasant experience going back on this one. I hate to say it, but
I throw this to you.
How do you?
If anybody can say Die Hard is a Christmas movie, I say Vice Versa is a Christmas movie. The whole thing is set right around Christmas vacation, leading up to Christmas, and all that shit.
Right there,
he goes to see his kid on Christmas Eve, switch back over. Just saying, it could have a little bit of the same touch in some ways that it's kind of a Christmas movie.
Yeah, bunch of yin-yangs.
Dude, just listening to him talk in school, he sounds like he's someone that's like on Wall Street.
Yeah.
And talking to all of his friends and shit.
The way that they did it with their mannerisms and stuff, it was almost like Face Off.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean, right? And they really did do a good job. I mean, Judge Reinhold, because to me, when I think Judge Reinhold,
he played a kid well.
I think that's how I think of him. Billy, right? Always very childish, and I've always looked at him that way. I'm sure it stifled his career a little bit, but Fred Savage did a good job of being the adult. Like I love when he would answer the phone and be like, "Yeah."
It's his mom. He's like, "Oh,
mom.
Hey."
Yeah, it was that
He's
was
drinking
good, yeah.
a fucking martini.
Martini, yeah.
The other thing I like is when he gets the pen that has the microphone and he has the glasses so he could hear with the earpiece, and he's in another room and he's trying to repeat everything, and he goes, "And it would be bigger than Hong Kong." He's like, "It'll be bigger than King Kong." And when he goes to sit at the table, it's the most kid thing you see. He goes to that fucking conference room. And remember when you were a kid, you put your body as close as you could to the desk. You got real fucking under it, and you got real close. He did it just like a kid would. It was that little thing. That's why, a lot of things don't age well in this movie. The fact that a kid is going to bang a 40-year-old and that he himself may have a chance to fucking deflower a girl in high school. They didn't do this. But, oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, my God, he actually kisses her.
Yeah.
I just remember as a
almost
kid, he kisses her.
Almost did. Almost did. He interrupted him because he came back with the Evian.
Okay.
Because remember, Reinhold keeps running back. He's like, "I got you your water." He's like, "Is that tap water?" He's like, "No, there's Evian on the fridge." And then he leaves, and then they almost kiss, and he goes, I got your Evian.
Oh, man. There's 2 Fred Savage movies I think of. Well, 3. He was in The Boy in the Plastic Bubble.
Okay.
Where he was riding around his little Rambo wheels. But you got Little Monsters and you got Vice Versa. I like Vice Versa. I like Little Monsters.
Little Monsters was great.
It is, but then, man, that fucking scene bothers me every time. when all the monsters are scaring the little baby. I'm like, leave her alone. She's a baby. It's fucked up. Well, that and pissing in the fucking apple juice. But this one, I just thought it was cool because I like the difference in both of them playing completely different characters. And again, Fred Savage, you really thought the body switch happened. He plays a prick in there.
Oh,
My
yeah.
favorite thing in the limousine, Santa goes, hey, is he famous? He goes, he's going to be. I'm going to kill him.
I'm going to kill him.
Because he goes, don't move.
Yeah. But what did he say when he got in? He's like, we're not on our way to a funeral. Hit the gas.
Which is great for a kid. Yeah, it's an interesting movie. Not bad. But, yeah, like you said, not all of them age well.
Yeah, no.
In a couple of weeks, I have another one, and I put this on there, and I'm curious if you've actually watched it. John Ritter's Stay Tuned.
Oh, my God, the remote control sold by Satan.
Yes.
I haven't seen that in forever. I can't wait to rewatch that one, yeah. See if that one holds up. Yeah.
It's on Tubi.
Just like vice versa.
Yep. And the only thing that won't hold up on it is the principal from Ferris Bueller's Day Off is the devil in this one.
Oh,
and we
that's
all know
right.
How he ended up in life.
Yeah,
so
well.
not everything ends up well, but there's wrestling in the movie.
I don't remember that.
Him and his wife have to tag team wrestle on one of the channels that they get sent to.
Oh, shit.
So we're going to get into
I
that,
haven't
man.
seen
I'm
that
excited
forever,
about that.
man.
Great movie. It's just the concept to me is funny, but I'm excited for you to watch it because I watched it not too long ago. You're going to want to punch the daughter as hard as you can in the face.
That's pretty standard for me.
Well, the young son is like, Mom and Dad are missing. They're blah, blah, blah. And she's like, shut the fuck up. I'm in the middle hanging with my friends. You're like, yeah, bitch, Mom and Dad are missing. Mm-hmm. You want to hit her. So I'm excited. We're going to talk about that in a couple weeks. Next week, not sure what's happening. It may be a solo ODM show. I might be joining you. I don't know, because I'm going to be doing that move this weekend. I should be set up everything internet-wise, everything I need to have a good show. But if not, ODM's going to be here. He'll have a topic. If not, and I'm here, we'll make something up. I don't know, like we always do every week. That's how this show goes.
We'll do something.
This show sucks. But I am the professor. I bid you farewell. He's ODM. He bids you thoughts.
Thanks, Professor. And I'd like to take this opportunity to very graciously thank you for turning it over to me. I greatly appreciate it. Watching every motion in my foolish lover's game. On this endless ocean, finally lovers know no shame. Turning and returning to some secret place inside. Watching in slow motion as you turn around and say,
take my breath away.
Boom, boom.
And then Tom Cruise fucked Val Kilmer.
The Top of Wrestling Podcast is brought to you by The Top of Wrestling Podcast. Your hosts are the Professor Mark Fantasia and ODM, the Doc Joe Rizzo. Feel free to reach out to the show by email at thetopofwrestling@gmail.com, on their Facebook page, Twitter page, Instagram page. Remember to subscribe, like, and share. You can listen to the show on most popular platforms, including iTunes, Spotify, Podbean, Amazon Music, Pandora, and YouTube. Without your continued support, it would be just some guys talking wrestling, which is pretty much what it is anyway. Good night, folks.
Take my breath away. Oh, no.
Bang, bang. Ding, ding, ding.
I was just listening to random music while getting ready to hop on. A bunch of random songs or whatever, and then that came up on the cloud music, and I go, and I'm not going to skip it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not exactly a pump me up for the podcast over here, but
you feel it, you feel
it. Every moment.
So,
and then an copious amount of Tom Cruise's tongue.
Oh, yeah, wow. You've heard the theory about that, right? That Top Gun is like
they
a
slipped a man in there
homoerotic.
Instead.
It's like a homoerotic story.
About him and Goose?
No, him and Iceman.
No, I've never heard
All right,
this.
bro, think about this. All right, dude, so you got Tom Cruise, right? It's a man's world, right? You know, there's no room for fucking gay shit in the Navy back in those days, or the Air Force, whatever. Any in the armed forces, right? So he goes, and it's Iceman and his fucking Blue Oyster Club, and Tom Cruise fucking with him, like, yeah, you fucking Momo. And then he fucking sleeps with the hot chick, and then he bounces. He's like, oh, fucking, all right, I showed him not a homo, and he fucking bounces. She figures it out. That's why the next day she's in the elevator and she's dressed like a dude. She's got the flight jacket on. She's got the sunglasses because she's trying to fucking... And that's why at the end when he hugs Iceman and he goes, I'll cover your backside any day.
I'm pretty sure he says you could be my wingman.
No, dude. I'm telling you. No, man. I'm telling you, dude, you gotta look that shit up. It's fucking... Dude, I saw it. I'm like, holy shit.
Did you see the second one yet?
No. I'm not going to now.
Well, it was like Kilmer was in it.
Val Kilmer's like...
he was mute in it.
But
he's mute because... Cruise made him mute after he sucked him off. He's like, you can't tell anybody.
Yeah, those fucking Scientologists, you know, they're pretty fucking committed.
Do you think Goose found him and that's why?
Yeah, he killed him.
He fucking killed Goose.
Bro, I'm gonna send it to you on break, dude.
Ejectocito, cuz.
It's fucking classic. It's so fucking great because I saw it and I was like, no way.
Wow, that's a good one. I like that. Yeah, actually, before we get started, there's one more. There's these. It's like a podcast or a video of these guys all sitting around, and they bring up movies all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And they brought up about D2 Mighty Ducks,
yeah,
and how they get the USA jerseys, and the one kid, Charlie Conway, he's like, it doesn't say Ducks on it. He's like, these are the sickest fucking jerseys ever. And he's like, it doesn't say Ducks on it.
And you didn't even have the cool Ducks jersey until the very end of the first movie. Actually, I don't even think you had those in the first movie. I think that was the second fucking movie you had them.
First one was the green.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's all right. We're about to start recording. Hi, honey.
Hi.
Joe says hi, too. Oh, all right. All right, well, we'll dive in here.
Where's my meatball sub?
I'm not telling her.
It works wearing a wife beater, too.
Fucking Tony Soprano. Take your hat off.
Take your hat off.
Baseball. They took the bleachers out a couple of years ago.
Yeah. Wait, they serve hot dogs here? How you doing?
God, I love that one. How you doing? And clap on your mama. In 3, 2, 1.
Your mother's a fucking astronaut.
Yeah, I'm over here literally sitting waiting. You send me a YouTube video. I go, this cunt. I'm like, I'm over here waiting. What the fuck? I saw what it was. It's an explanation I see of the Tarantino thing. I get it. Yeah, I got it.
Italian.
It's funny you say...
It's fucking, of course, it happens on the damn wearing the wife beater.
That's true. It's funny you say your mom is an astronaut. As I just watched just a couple random clips of White Men Can't Jump the other day. Just
so
like
fucking good.
Versus the King and Duck, their whole fucking thing, but also
King and Duck.
The I'm in a zone. I'm in a zone, man.
I'm in a fucking zone.
Like just yelling at everybody. Jesus Christ, are you pissed off? Good.
No. I'm not pissed off, Billy.
Fuck me.
He starts stretching. Me. I love when Wilson starts stretching.
Doing the Jane Fonda shit. He completely turns it back from an hour ago in the movie just to start doing that.
So fun. That movie
I think we should have a wrestling podcast and a movie podcast. We need to just start.
Well, here's the thing. When the wars are done, we might just have to switch gears and be like, it's going to be rock and wrestling. It's going to be fucking body slam.
Ooh.
Where it's just fucking, we're just doing both. We're just going to talk about everything.
I like both.
The top of everything.
I like that. That's not a bad idea.
Rebrand?
I mean, Kelly McGillis or whatever her name was pretty. Yeah, you know.
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
I would have taken the breath away. Yo, the weird ads that pop up sometimes.
What's the film about? What's it really about? What genre
does
it take?
What like the spine?
The spine.
Like one sentence. Like
no, I don't fucking Boy Meets Girl. I don't give a shit about that. Fuck Boy Meets Girl.
Is this in a movie that he's explaining?
What is really
I have no idea, dude.
What's
no idea.
That's what you were talking about.
It's hilarious.
The whole idea, man, is subversion.
All right.
You want subversion on a massive level. You know what one of the greatest fucking scripts ever written in the history of Hollywood is?
What?
Top Gun.
Oh, come on.
Top Gun is fucking great. What is Top Gun? You think it's a story about a bunch of fighter pilots?
Yeah, it's about a bunch of guys waving their dicks around.
Bunch of guys waving their dicks around.
A man's struggle with his own homosexuality. That's what Top Gun is about, man. You've got Maverick, all right? He's on the edge, man. He's right on the fucking line, all right? And you've got Iceman and all his crew. Right. They're gay. They represent the gay man.
They're gay.
All right? And they're saying, go the gay way, go the gay way. He could go both ways.
What about Kelly McGillis? Right?
Kelly McGillis, she's heterosexuality. She's saying, no. Go the normal way. Play by the rules, go the normal way. And they're saying, no, go the gay way. Be the gay way. Go for the gay way.
Go the gay way.
That's what's going on throughout that whole movie. He goes to her house, right? All right. It looks like they're going to have sex. You know, they're just kind of sitting back. He's taking a shower and everything. They don't have sex. He gets on the motorcycle, drives away. She's like, what the fuck? What the fuck is going on here? Right. Next scene you see her. She's in the elevator. She is dressed like a guy. She's got the cap on. She's got the aviator glasses. She's wearing the same jacket that the Iceman wears. She goes, okay, this is how I gotta get this guy. This guy's going towards the gay way. So I gotta bring him back. I gotta bring him back. So I'm gonna dress like a man. Right?
I get it. This guy's going towards the gay way.
She approaches it. But the real ending of the movie is when they fight the Migs at the end. All right, because he has passed over into the gay way. They are this gay fighting fucking force. All right, and they're beating the Russians. The gays are beating the Russians. All right, and it's over, and they fucking land. And Iceman's been trying to get Maverick the entire time. Finally, he's got him. All right, and what is the last fucking line that they have together? They're all hugging and kissing and happy with each other. And Ice comes up to Maverick and he says, man, you can ride my tail anytime. And what does Maverick say?
You can rub my tail anytime. Sword fight.
Sword fight. Fuck yeah, man.
Yo, that is ridiculous.
Right?
How have I never heard this before? That is a great theory.